Now let's discuss hypokinetic diseases. Hypokinetic. Hypo means under and kinetic means motion. So these are the diseases caused by the lack of body movements or sedentary habits. We call these diseases lifestyle diseases too. That means these diseases are caused due to the faulty lifestyle. The good part is that when we correct our lifestyle, we can manage these diseases well. So there are many diseases, but the diseases which we are going to cover are obesity, diabetes mellitus type 2, hypertension and osteoporosis. Let's understand the causes of hypokinetic diseases. We have modern technology, purchasing power, pleasure-seeking nature and influence of visual and print media. Modern technologies has added so much of comfort in our life that we rarely go out. Today, even by ordering through our mobile phone, the food will be delivered at our home. So even if we go out, we move in our own vehicles. Rarely we walk or jog or do any physical activity. In kitchen also, most of the gadgets are automated and the physical activity or the physical exertion is minimal. That is one of the reasons for getting hypokinetic diseases. The commonly seen the next cause is the purchasing power. Our purchasing power, our economy has progressed over the years, and we can see that now most of us can purchase more. With time, our economy has progressed and most of us today are in a position to buy gadgets for our comfort, and as a result we have become sedentary. The next cause is pleasure seeking nature of human beings. We are pleasure seekers. If we are given a choice of eating an apple or a chocolate, which one you will choose? I am sure most of us will go for chocolate because it gives more pleasure than an apple. So our pleasure seeking nature has also contributed to getting lifestyle diseases. Influence of visual and print media has also affected our consumer behavior. We buy things not based on our insights but what print media or visual media tells us. So based on advertisements, when we let our priority to buy things for our comfort, we are sacrificing on our health. We are buying things which makes life comfortable, but because of that we are not at all doing any physical activity. Now let's discuss about the lifestyle diseases. The first disease or condition known as obesity. It is defined as an abnormal growth of the adipose tissue, that is the tissue under the skin and around the organs where the fat deposit, due to an enlargement of fat cell size or an increase in fat cell number, or both of these. Obesity is a health hazard and is a risk factor for many diseases like hypertension, diabetes, gallbladder disease, coronary heart disease, joint pains, flat foot, varicose veins, abdominal hernia, and psychological stresses, especially during adolescence. Our fat gets accumulated at the first place near our waist. As a result, people develop pot belly, and slowly it gets deposited near near your neck, in women's and the upper part of their arms and on thighs, and gives us a bad shape. Obesity can be assessed through many ways. Commonly, we use BMI or body mass index. You will learn about BMI later. A BMI value between 18.5 and 24.99 are considered to be normal individual. BMI value less than 18.5 is considered low weight, and a value more than 24.99 are considered overweight individuals. A value above 30 is considered obese. Now coming to the causes of obesity, first of all is the physical inactivity or leading a sedentary lifestyle. Secondly, overeating and poor eating habits, skipping breakfast, eating too much snacks, eating too much fatty items like bakery items. And thirdly, we have genetic factors also. Children whose parents are obese, they are likely to be obese, they have more fat cells in their body. Obesity can be prevented by eating healthy. One has to eat healthy food. One has to keep in mind the food pyramid and have to choose food based on food pyramid. As you can see in the food pyramid, the lowermost layer made of grains and cereals, it is here which you have to eat the most. Fruits and vegetables you have to eat more. You have to eat moderately meat, poultry, fish, eggs, dry beans and dairy products, and eat very less fat, oil, salts and sweets. This constitutes healthy eating. The next way to prevent obesity is to lead an active lifestyle. An active lifestyle is a lifestyle where your body moves a lot, where you are physically active. It can be for exercise or it can be for other household chores. One should also have a positive attitude towards all the things which he faces in his life. Being negative makes you sit at home and sit idly. If you are positive, you have many things to do and it will contribute in making you a very active person. Finally, health education has its own role. Children should be taught from a very early age about the ill effects of obesity and the positive effects of being active, physically active, and having a healthy eating habits. Now let's see, if you get obesity, how you can manage it or how you can overcome obesity. The first and the foremost thing is medical consultation to know whether you have got another disease because of obesity, and if so, then the drugs to manage that. Now coming to manage obesity, dietary changes plays a very important role. It is so important, it is even important than physical activity. So the food which goes within you is very important. As I had shown you before, the food pyramid, you have to choose your food wisely from the food pyramid. You have to choose food from the low. You have to stop eating fat, oil and salt and sweet rich food. Bakery items you have to completely avoid. Here in the food pyramid, it is eat less, it is for healthy people. For obese people, they have to totally avoid these things, the upper part. Then you have to eat more of fruits and vegetables. You can even consult a dietitian to prepare a diet plan for you so that the calories you consume through food is less than the output which you do. You learn about calorie input and output in later chapters. Eating habits also plays a vital role. Eating habits means how you eat your food. If you eat your food while without chewing, if you swallow your food, if you eat fast, you are likely to gobble up more calories. If you are eating in front of TV or computer, you are likely to eat more. If you are missing your breakfast, you are likely to eat more snacks, which is mostly fried snacks which have more fat component in it, and as a result you will take more calories in. Next one is increased physical activity. Try to play a game or sport which does not play much pressure on your knees. As being obese or overweight, too much of running, too much of jumping can be hard for your knees. So try to choose a sport which is easy on your knees. Swimming is an option, cycling is another option. So try to find out some sport and game also which plays little pressure on your knees, and try to follow that. You have to increase your physical activity so that more calories are spent through physical activity. Another important component is NEAT, or non-exercise activity thermogenesis. These are the activities which are not exercise but which you do as household chores. It includes cleaning your house, mopping the floor, bathing your pet, or washing your car or your bike, or doing gardening. These all things comes under non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is not exercise, which you do on a daily basis, and you have lot of time for doing this. So if by doing this you can keep your house clean, and at the same time you can spend more calories and reduce your weight. And finally, positive attitude and persistence. Always think that there is a solution for everything. If you are obese, yes, you can overcome your obesity. There are people who has overcome their obesity. Always think about people, those who have overcome obesity, those who have overcome obstacles with persistence, with continuity. So I am sure that if you are obese, you can also come out of that with proper knowledge and proper execution of your knowledge. Thank you for the time being.